It used to be when I was younger and I would give a speech, I could go into that room and I could tell stories and I could paint who I am based on the stories that I painted in that room. Today, everybody has done a search on Marty Abrams on Google before I go into the room, and they have looked at what I've written, they have seen my interviews in the media, they have seen pictures of me, they've seen videos of me. They already have an impression of who I am. So I've been defined by the digital content that exists about me before I even give that speech. So in the old days, I could define myself based on the stories that I told. Today, I go into a room and I'm already painted by that history. This exists when we go out and look for a job. It exists when we go for credit. It exists when we go to a website and we're looking to purchase an item. I wrote an article on boxing, on being boxed in by our information. And everybody needs a space where they can define themselves and not be predefined by the information that exists about them. Everybody wants to have some mystery about who we are. That's part of what it means for us to be individuals. In the old days, when we could control who had our information and what they could do with the information, we could truly, as individuals, police the market. Today, we're moving to a marketplace where organizations are going to have to be effective stewards of information. So the real stress and the real push and pull is between this concept of we as individuals policing the market through our choices versus this concept of setting up a set of rules that organizations then become good stewards by abiding by those rules. Any 22-year-old who lives on Facebook understands that the history of them as painted by their friends defines who they are with those they meet. So any young person who is an active user of social networks understands that information increasingly positions who they are with new people that they meet in new situations. So we want to see a set of rules and procedures and processes that assure that the information is used in an appropriate fashion and not used in a fashion that disadvantages us.